Professor Hardigan?
Yes, Loman.
Professor, might I be excused from today's class?
Why would you want that?
Well, since the course description said absolutely nothing about frostbite, I assume today's lesson won't be on the final.
Mr. Loman, as I watch you speak, I find myself not so much listening to your words as noticing a certain mist escaping your mouth. What is that?
My breath?
Yes. Yes. Why am I seeing it?
Because he had a little nip before class.
Besides that, we are seeing a differential. We would all agree that Mr. Loman is full of hot air, correct?
And as that hot air meets the cold air of this fine afternoon, the moisture in Mr. Loman's hot air condenses, which we all experience, which we can all then see as breath. Hot, cold, light, dark, emotion, intellect. The universe runs on the collision of such forces, as we shall see. Gather round.
What is it? A windmill?
Not hardly. This device, which is called a reverse radiometer, sits motionless, sealed and protected from the wind, and yet when exposed to the light of the sun,
Could we maybe watch the universal collision of forces from inside?
patience, Mr. Loman, time is your friend. So long as you have enough of it. The differential between the two sides of the blades translates to
Kinetic energy.
Yes. The black rudder's absorbing the sun's power, the white rudder's reflecting it back, propelling the blade forward, creating the kinetic from the stagnant. We'll pick this up tomorrow. Class dismissed.
Dr. Hartigan, it seems you're creating a classroom full of windmill tilters.
I can only hope so.
And here I thought that students came to Columbia University for a formal education.
Well, it's really just a lesson in fundamental mechanics, sir.
I'm not here to talk about teaching. I've been evaluating those articles published recently by our faculty. Oddly enough, I came across a distinguished scientific journal which somehow has eluded me until now. Now, beyond the fascinating cover story, there are several articles in here that I found quite interesting. Here. Submitted by one Alexander Hardigan, Columbia University, a proposal for the generation of micro-energy waves for household power.
Well, we all know that radiant energy exists at frequencies higher than what we can recognize. What if we could harness those microwaves? The time of the simplest of chores could be dramatically reduced. We could cook a turkey in, say, 10 minutes.
Amazing. And what would you suggest the cooks and housewives of the world do with all that extra time? And this one, duration as a four-dimensional solid, a theoretical model for time travel.
All these things are possible, sir.
Not in this world. Just do your job, Doctor.
But my job, sir, is not just to make my students see the world they live in. It's to make them look up and say, what if?
Doctor, since you're so fond of speculation, I'll present you a final what if that I hope you'll seriously consider. What if a bright young man with a great future ahead of him throws it all away? Have I made myself understood?
Yes, sir.
Good. Your windmill's stopped.